Learning Torah is the ikar. That's the biggest business that a person should make. As we learn in Pirkei Avot, you have to make Torah business, your business. Everything evolves around Torah. What's business? People thought Hakadosh Baruch Hu made it beautiful, right? When you're a youngster and you see all this, the movies about business, the boss baby, right? Everything involves the importance of business. Yeah. So the Torah should be your business, and this is how you're going to make sure push everything else away, and everything is gearing you to that business. The business of Limud Torah, it is the most prevalent and the most precious one. Today, the two mitzvot.
From the word busy.
Huh?
Business from the word busy.
I don't know what words are coming out.
Busy with
Torah,
business
Torah,
implies money.
Habibi. I don't care business words. I'm here right now. Let's
Business
go.
implies
Shvayis Rebbe Tammuz. We are in the 17th of Tammuz. Yom Ta'anit. Unfortunately, Mashiach did not arrive yet, and it's all my fault. Just to let you know. I am more than right now behemet on the video and in front of all of you. It's 100% my fault the Mashiach is not here. 100%. Because I love to enjoy other things instead and just learning Torah. But if I'm going to learn Torah, I'm going to make that. I'm talking to myself. I'm going to make Torah the main business. Then I won't stop everything. Hopefully, the moment I'll stop doing Avirot, all the other pleasures or whatever it is, Mashiach is going to come instantly, like this. You don't understand that?
100% my fault too.
It says in the Midrash. That's what the Gemara says to us. You have to know that they asked the Mashiach, why aren't you coming? Because one person has to do tshuva. One person does tshuva 100%. Mashiach will come. The mitzvot are today 487. There is the isur of doing korban pesach. Chutz mi Yerushalayim. People used to have their own altars. Right? Private altar, bring an altar, which was allowed. You see that there was a period of time that was allowed. As we know from the, Shimshon HaGibor story, the whole story over there. Manoach, over there he brought an altar in his backyard, whatever it was. So the Korban Pesach, however, was prohibition. The Korban Pesach, even though the Korbanot were allowed to be brought in the backyard for some period of time, later on Yeshua abolished it, that nobody should be bringing any Korbanot at all outside of Yerushalayim. That was the whole Zach, but later on. But however, they had this whole concept of allowing some allowance. So the Torah told you prohibition. 487, bringing a Korban Pesach in your backyard. Okay. Next, we discuss 488. We must rejoice on our festivals. Okay, if you're gonna hear me slurring a little bit, I bit my tongue. I don't know how it happens. In the middle of the night while I was sleeping, I bit my tongue. I don't know how. I woke up, so it hurts me. I thought if you see me slurring, please don't mind. I'll try to talk more clear. But if you, it was very hard to daven today. Also with all this new tefillah, sometimes not accustomed to. But anyway, the shiur is sponsored l'refuah shlema kol cholam Yisrael b'chalam leYosef Chaim ben Mafrad, Chaya bat Leah, Lior ben Ahuva, Sivan Raquel bat Chana. Remember, Yosef ben Miriam, Moshe ben Miriam, Lydia. The rabbi, he's fine. What's going on there? Any news? L'avdil, b'ezrat Hashem, l'refuah shlema kol cholam Yisrael. And now we're going to say L'ilui Nishmat. Emil. Okay, Emil ben Yaakov v'Golda. Hashem Yinkom Damo, he was murdered, right? 30 days. He was murdered, never. Hashem Yinkom Damo, like revenge on all the Rashayim. He was a Jew. He went on a trip, businessman, went on a trip and he was murdered. Shem Rachem, whatever. Shem Rachem Aleinu. We should know only good things, and all the tzarot should stop. No more tzarot. Yeah. Okay. Mitzvah 487. שלא להקריב קורבן פסח בממות יחיד. שנמנעו מהקריב שא הפסח בבמות יחיד. We're prohibited on the individual altars to bring a lamb which will be used for the korban of Pesach. ואפילו בשעת היתר הבמות, even though when there was allowance, that there was allowance to bring your own korban in your backyard, even then HaKadosh Baruch Hu decreed at that time you're not allowed, even that will be a prohibition. ועניין הבמות הוא שהיה כל יחיד ויחיד. What is a bama? What kind of altars? What are we talking about? People had their own altars. We are so far from us, we don't even understand, right? So he's trying to relate to us what are we talking about. What happened was in the time of the entry to the Beit HaMikdash, right? Avraham Avinu. How did Avraham Avinu bring a sacrifice? Avraham Avinu didn't bring sacrifices in Har HaMoriah only. He brought whatever he brought, right? The what's his name? Throughout whatever he is, so that wherever he was, he brought a korban. Yaakov Avinu, he brought a korbanot. The Torah brings out not necessarily was in that place, and even if it was in the place of Beit HaMikdash, let's say it was in Har HaMoriah, right? Let's say it was there. There was no Beit HaMikdash there. There was no korban. There was no mizbeach built. So Mistama, we could assume obviously Avraham Avinu Beruach HaKodesh knew where to do, bring the korban and everything, but still, the question is a kohen. There's a lot of rules and restrictions. So here you see, a regular Jew was allowed to have altar in his backyard. Technically speaking, okay. שרצונו להקריב קורבן בונה בניין בכל מקום שירצה ומקריב שם קורבנותיו לשם יתברך קודם בניין בית המבחירה. Before the construction of the chosen place was designated, before it was designated the chosen place, every Jew was allowed to build in his own backyard an altar, and that will serve him bringing a sacrifice to Hashem. Okay, that was what's his name? ואפילו בזמן ההוא שהיה מותר להם לעשות כן. So in that time, before the restrictions, we're not going to discuss now why there was restrictions added, but again, there was such an allowance. Right now, it's strictly from beginning.
Mishkan first, and then Beit HaMikdash. So I think during the Mishkan they had bamot.
No, already Yeshua prohibited it later on. Even so, Yeshua didn't have the Beit HaMikdash.
But Yeshua had the Mishkan.
Right. So he only in the Mishkan he allowed.
Yeah.
Right, but he prohibited the bamot also already later on.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. There was a whole thing over there.
Okay.
I don't remember well right now. If I knew, I would have told you. I told you. So I told you not to ask me, not to embarrass me. But it's okay. You know me, I have a big mouth. If I know something, I'll tell you right away. If I don't know, I'll tell you. We'll discuss later. דווקא בשאר הקורבנות. So you were allowed to bring all different korbanot. Bring a korban olah, you want to bring a burner offering, you want to bring shlamim, whatever it is. The question is, who would do it? Obviously, Kohen has to do the sprinkling, but he'll come to your house and do it. Okay. אבל קורבן הפסח אין מקריבים אותו לעולם, אלא בממות רבים. However, the Korban Pesach has to be in front of the public altar, which is the Mishkan or the Beit HaMikdash later on. והוא המקום שהיה המשכן שם, ועל זה נאמר, it says over there in ספר דברים, chapter 16, פסוק ה', לא תוכל לזבוח את הפסח באחד שעריך. It says clearly the Torah, you're not allowed to bring a Korban Pesach in your gates, which means privately. Over there, not gates, gate. שעריך, meaning your gate, it's private. Okay. לכן אמרו זיכרונו לברכה, in our sages told us, בסוף פרק א', מסכת מגילה, in the end of מסכת מגילה, page 9, second side, אין במה גדולה לבמה קטנה אלא פסחים. So I guess the only difference between the backyard altar and the public altar, what was the main differentiation between those two? Meaning everything you could have been brought on a public altar, you were allowed to bring in your private altar. But the only difference was the Korban Pesach. Korban Pesach is the only sacrifice that was not allowed to be brought. Again, the sacrifice of Korban Pesach was mainly obviously the blood. It's not what's his name. Still, that's the whole concept of sacrifices, throwing the blood. And obviously, as we already mentioned, it has to be done by a Kohen, not a private person. Even in the private house. משושי מצווה לקבוע בנפשו, נפשנו גודל עניין הפסח ויקר המצווה מן הטעם, שכתבתי בו כמה פעמים. Again, so again, this is what the Chinuch is telling us. The whole point of Pesach, the stressing, this concept that the whole Jewish nation is existence, and the purpose of our existence is to spread the Torah Kedosha, and that is through pointing out this whole as they say in English, Exodus concept. Right? They took the name Shmot, which has nothing to do with Exodus. Shmot and Exodus has zero to do with each other. Different words, Bechlal. Shmot means the names. Exodus means coming out, the redemption from Egypt. But they wrote specifically, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what do you think? A Goy just named it Exodus? Somebody just came up with the name Exodus? HaKadosh Baruch Hu specifically designed it like this. Because the book of second book of the Torah is actually pointing out the main reason of Am Yisrael. The whole coming out of Egypt was to instill in us this whole concept that there is HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that He's doing us a great favors. He's taking us out of Egypt, and He is constantly supporting us. As we're learning right now, we learned today in the morning in the Gemara that on Tisha B'Av you're allowed to learn the Sefer Iyov. Right? Everything else is allowed, prohibited. Why is it Sefer Iyov? Because in Sefer Iyov, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us the main thing in the world to know. The world, everybody should know. Each person individual. He says to me, Rabbi, I don't have time to learn Torah because I make parnasah, I have this, I'm tired, whatever it is. Again, if you make the Torah as your business, so then you know that there is learning time, there's certain times to learn. This is your business. You make sure that you're not tired during those times. Whether it needs to take a nap in a day, whatever you have to do, take a half a break, half a day work, whatever it is, a person has to know, I need parnasah. Why is the Iyov read on Tisha B'Av? Because the Iyov is talking about parnasah. Hashem is saying the key of the entire book of the Iyov, if you take a look, everybody this and that and this, there's so much lessons. The key lesson is I'm in charge of a drop of rain. The Torah tells us if two drops of rain intertwine, you know what an atom bomb is? Anybody knows what atom bomb is? It's a positive and negative atoms combined together. Okay? Just like a magnet. If you try to connect positive to positive or negative to negative, it ain't gonna go. Right? It has to, same thing. That the HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to Iyov over there, that I control rain driplets that shouldn't merge. If two rain driplets will merge before they're hitting the ground, the world is kaput. This world is destroyed like this, instantly. So Hashem says to Iyov, how dare you question me if I love you? How dare you question? People don't understand that. That's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you could not learn nothing. Don't learn anything. But learn the main thing. What is the main thing you learn on Tisha B'Av? You learn Sefer Iyov to understand HaKadosh Baruch Hu has Hashgacha, full watching over you at all times. At all times, Hashem is careful. Can you believe? Do you know one rain? Here, let's say take a Hollywood. Over here in Florida, it's more than prevalent like in New York. In New York, you have rain, mostly rain. It's one rain. It rains on all towns. Like, it moves over at a speed of rain, whatever the wind is. Florida, you have rain in Hollywood. You have rain in some harbor. Yeah, different pieces of rain, chunks of rain, right? So let's take Hollywood rain for a second. You know how many billions of rain droplets in like a minute? Yeah. In a minute. In 1 minute, you have trillions of rain droplets. I'm not talking about if it rains the whole day. I'm talking about 1 second of 1 minute, let's say. Trillions and trillions of rain droplets. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu is carrying not one rain droplet in the middle. It has each droplet from the cloud, as it comes down, it has its own tunnel. Its own tunnel. And they don't combine. They don't touch nothing. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, that's what you're supposed to learn from Sefer Iyov. This is what we're sitting here today. What's the whole point? Is to teach you that I care for everything. I care for you. You have you ate, what did you eat? A bagel today? Today everybody's fasting, but let's say talk about bagel just to make you more hungry. What you ate today? Hashem made sure you eat today. You ate last night? Hashem made sure for that. The problem is we forget this constantly. And that's why the Chinuch is going to tell us, he's not telling you ta'amim of mitzvot. Chas v'shalom. People should not misunderstand us. I didn't choose specifically Chinuch to teach you that this is the real reason of the mitzvot. But the stressing of the mitzvot. The stressing of each mitzvah. And every time he's going to hit this subject constantly when we come to Korban Pesach or anything to do with Pesach, the Chinuch will hit it again. The Torah wants to impress that on engrave it in us. That the whole concept of Yetziat Mitzrayim, anything to do with it, is for us to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu and to know. We said yesterday, to take away the Ga'ava. That's why it was right, the holiness. That's why we don't eat Hametz. Even 6 hours before Pesach, we said yesterday. And now we were telling you that the Korban cannot be brought outside. Chutz ben Tzibur, community. It's all about us being collectively. And that's what Am Yisrael is all about, collectivity. Amazing. Everything has evolved about one thing. It's serving others, obviously each other. And don't forget that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is in charge of every little nuance in our lives. The provision of doing korbanot was obviously in the time of the Mikdash, when we had a Beit Mikdash. אז נקריב קורבן הפסח. בזכרים ונקבות, שאף הן חייבות בקורבן הפסח. Males or female, doesn't matter, everybody has to bring a korban. So everybody has a prohibition. A woman cannot bring a korban on her back. That's why she's a widow or something, or she never got married. Unfortunately for those ladies, I tell you very simply, because the only way she gets to Gan Eden is by getting married and pushing her husband and children to learning Torah. That's all. That's all what the woman has. There is no other options to get in. Some say, okay, she gives donations. She gives donations to yeshivot, supporting the yeshivot, right? So in that case, some say she'll have whatever that is. But again, there's no gadol of mitzvah b'shlucho to do it yourself than by sending a messenger. Yeah, it's very nice. She has no choice. She gives tzedakah, but again, it's a secondary. But the main thing, the only ticket to Gan Eden for a woman is by marrying and pushing a man to learn Torah and her children. And that's the way they're only going to get it. So everybody's obligated to this mitzvah. ואפשר לומר שאף בזמן הזה, העובר והקדיש זה לפסח והקריבו במעמד יחיד, עבר עליו זה וחייב מלכות. Says literally today, let's say somebody, you'd be surprised. I had workers, Pakistani workers. I had a construction company once in my life when I was a young boy. And I had a Pakistani workers, professional, tile layers. So I say, Bati, his name. Bati, where are you going? So Abraham, Sir Abraham, he calls me. I'm leaving. Where are you going? I'm going to Pakistan. Why? Korbani, we're making korban. They're making korbanot. Over there, he takes they get say and the Shem korban, whatever, the Ramadan, at the end of Ramadan, whatever it was. So today a Jew went ahead and says, I'm doing korban. So today, if he did it, Chas v'Shalom, it's a big avera, and if he did it, he will get lashed. The isur of doing hakrava, b'chutz will still count on him as well. Mitzvah number 488. Mitzvah lismor beraglim. Oh, you think such a small mitzvah? This actually is much longer than the previous mitzvah. But we're not going to go into all the details. Just quickly, there's a concept of rejoicing on your hagim, right? As it says, Shneimar in Dvarim chapter 16 pasuk Yudalet. The goyim when the goyim heard the first mitzvah, the Matan Torah, everybody, the whole world heard. When Hashem gave over when he was saying the whole world heard. So the goyim are hearing. What are they hearing? I am your God who took you out of Egypt. This is what we need a God for. First of all, the goyim listen. He didn't take me out of Egypt. Okay. You shall not have any other gods. Okay. Do me a favor. It's not shayach to me. That's what the goy said. Then what he said, the third one, Hashem says what? Huh? No, the third one is you should not use my name in vain. Okay? So they're not related. Shabbat, nothing to do with us, the goyim. All of a sudden, what do they hear? What? This is what their God is talking about? Honor your parents before anything else. The first 5, the fifth one, honor your parents. The goyim went crazy. They were in shock. So now we have a mitzvah over here. We're discussing what? Rejoice on your holiday. Yana, I don't understand you. What you care if I rejoice? This is what you care, HaKadosh Baruch Hu? A Jew should think about, wow, Hashem is commanding us to rejoice. Yeah? What do you care what I do? Well, you told me to bring a korban, I brought a korban. No, you must rejoice. And it's so important, you're out of this world. People don't understand that. We're going to, Chas v'Shalom, hopefully before Mashiach will come before that, but we're going to get to the end of the year with all the brachot. People, the scary brachot, right? 98, 52 plus 98, whatever it is, 51. Shem Erachem, scary stuff, right? And in the end, how does the 150 blessings on the nation, of the Jewish nation, end off? What is the main cause of all that? Aye. Say it out loud. Tuv levav. The pasuk says, you didn't serve God with happiness. This was, again, I tell my people, the person is upset, he put on tefillin. Don't put on tefillin when you're upset. You're supposed to be rejoicing when you put on tefillin. Parents forcing their children to put on tefillin. The child, just like that, and his mom, she hates it. That's the worst thing in the world. You're not supposed to do it. You're supposed to rejoice when you're doing a mitzvah. Okay? It says over there clearly in the Torah. ועניין הראשון הרמוז בשמחה זו הוא שנקריב שלמים על כל פנים בבית הבחירה What's going to make you a big rejoicing? Like this guy, Bati, the Pakistani. He was so elated. You could look at him. He was an old man already, with the white beard, those guys. And he's so elated. Like you could see the shine in his face. Why? I'm going to bring a korban. I mean, it's not a korban, but whatever it is, right? But it's a concept. It's a concept. We're bringing a korbanot. And that's a whole big, make a big deal out of it. By the way, that was one of the reasons the Navi says to us that HaKadosh Baruch Hu brought a korban abayit. Why? Because the goyim, when they're doing zevachim and they do korbanot on garbage, it doesn't mean anything, and they're so rejoicing and they could relate many things to it. They will, let's say, an event happened, something relate to that 5 days before this korban, the baby was born. They would relate to things. So Navi is saying the goyim, which has nothing to do with anything, doesn't even have a meaning. They don't accomplish anything with their korbanot. They have significance. They make it a significant act of their part of their lives, part of their lives. We, the Jews, had korbanot in Beit HaMikdash, and we didn't tolerate it. One of the Kohanim was quoted mentioning, here, the wolf is going to be eating more meat. So it was already disparaging. The whole point is to bring korbanot. One of them made to make it. See how the Eitzara won them over, won a person over. The whole point of korbanot is what? To make you happy. The whole point. But the korbanot became a tircha, became a burden on them. Shalom. That was the opposite. Hashem. The whole point of Hashem is to bring more korbanot, make a big deal out of it. So you're going to be excited about it. But it became a burden. It took it the opposite.
I learned from he said, one should not say, I have to go to mincha.
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah, I'm going to mincha, or
I want to go. I gotta go.
Right.
Boss, let me go. Who's the boss? The wife is driving crazy, right? No, we have a customer coming. We all go. Excuse me, lady. Business Torah. Yeah. I have right now Torah. I have a shiur. The rabbi, some crazy rabbi over here, 45 minutes before mincha, he gives a shiur and mishnayot. I'm going. That's my business. Yeah. I don't care what happens in the world.
You shouldn't say I have to go, because it sounds like it's a task.
I want to go.
I want to go. Right?
Obviously, doing korbanot and making a whole big deal of it will make you rejoicing. Women are also obligated to bring to be rejoicing on this day. Right? They also to bring a korbanot of rejoicing. Rejoicing with anything that's obviously not frivolous things, it makes you happy with kedusha. הבשר ושתיית יין וללבוש בגדים חדשים וחילוק. Okay, and there's a whole thing of buying good meats, buying expensive wine, and the most important is the clothing. What do you do with some ladies are crazy. My wife is like, she's not. My wife, when she does shopping. I tell her, let's no, I'm a little bit overweight, and she's like, overweight. Okay, I tell her, do I care? I don't care. So let's go. No, she's afraid that she's gonna buy fancy clothing, then she's gonna lose weight. She can't wear them. All the excuses. No excuses. Just buy and finish. You have to. Yom Tov, you have to. Okay, let's just finish over here. דיני המצווה, כתבתי קצת למעלה, או בשישה מצווה לפי שהאדם נכון על העניין שצריך לטבעו לשמוח על הפרקים. So the whole purpose of this mitzvah is obviously to know that there is certain times to be rejoicing, and yes, there's a big discussion. Does Hashem want us to control our mind? Yes. Each person has to control his mind and has to rejoice in his mind, and of course do everything to cultivate his mind to be involved in that realm. מדיני המצווה, כתבתי קצת למעלה, ביתר פרטיה, all the mitzvot, how to discuss this already. ונוהג מצווה זו לעניין השמחה, אבל לא לעניין הקורבן בכל מקום ובכל זמן. So the mitzvah of rejoicing is obviously everywhere. Yeah. Today, unfortunately, we don't have this concept of korbanot, so that element is missing, but the element of rejoicing is there. Yeah. So what do? You take how much costs a korban? Let's say a sheep costs $200 today, $250. What do people do? Most people who are with hearts and with brain, they take the $250 to $300, whatever it would cost a minimum of a sheep, and they donate to organizations, and those organizations feed people. Mm-hmm. And that's what we have. Every Yom Tov, before every Yom Tov, we collect money to buy goods for the families. Mm-hmm. And that's what a person should be always looking for, striving to find a new organization, or if he has current ones, to constantly support them, and that's what he's supposed to be doing. And of course, that is part of the simcha. That knowing that you're going to eat a meal, that not just the money that you spend, you're eating, and the poor people as well. Have a wonderful day, gentlemen. Make a lot of money without any headaches. Doctor, no mistakes, please.
Amen.
Only gesund, and nachat.
Amen. Shkoyach.